So, Lewis Hamilton to Ferrari. I'm in massive support of this. He looks depressed at Mercedes, and yes, I'm a Red Bull fan. I've been a Red Bull fan since just before Max came into the grid, let alone joined Red Bull. Cheered him on then because they were the underdogs and he was the youngest of the underdog team. Obviously, I really enjoyed the battle in 2021. Controversy aside, it was one of the best seasons of Formula 1 I think I've ever watched. And I'm 41. And I've been watching it since I was wee. So, I'm happy that he's moving. I feel a bit bad for Carlos because I think he could have slowly crept up to Charles because he was showing real handling on that car. He really had a grip of that Ferrari by the end of the season before last really, but last year especially, he really showed some turns. And Charles did make mistakes as well as Ferrari. But I think George will enjoy a challenge from someone who's not Lewis because I think he was expecting more of a challenge in a better car with Lewis and didn't get what he was after. Yes, he's staying put in the car that he doesn't like, that Lewis is leaving and going off to a Ferrari. The Ferrari's not perfect, but it's a damn sight better than where Merc have been. Consistency wise, it's mostly mistakes rather than the car being bad. They're a lot more consistent than Mercedes have been, so that's likely to continue until 2026 when the engine regs change again. Then it could all shuffle about a bit. So Mercedes are kind of stuck where Red Bull was stuck before 2020, or 2021 rather. There but not quite. Podiums, sometimes wins, but not very often. But it's a more competitive grid now, so they get squeezed out of that P3 spot a bit easier than they would if it had been, say, 2017, like Red Bull. So, yeah, that's where I am anyway.